to the RunRX Podcast, where we talk about all things running. As many runners know, it's 90% mental. So join Coach Valerie and Coach Caroline as we go through the mental side of running.
Welcome back to the RunRX Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Caroline, and I'm here with Coach Valerie. And Coach, you just had the first race of 2022. How did it go for you?
It was really exciting. Well, this is really funny because I don't really race anymore, but I sign up for at least 2 runs a year because I still love to get out there and just kind of see what's going on and see what's going on with me. And the funny part is, as a runner, and especially those of you that have trained for a lot of events, I know I have, we have faced so many running conditions.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I checked the weather before I went to bed that night. It was 70 degrees on Friday. Went to bed Friday night, wake up Saturday morning for race day. It's dropped to 30 degrees,
Jeez.
20-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh.
And I thought, welcome back to running. How's that?
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah. So that was the fun start of the run. But I will say this, for me, the best part about racing and to sign up for a race, whether you're trying to set a PR or just go out there and see what, how you feel, it really is truly the best way to challenge yourself and challenge your running,
Right.
And kind of see, because we all do training runs. Absolutely. But it's when you're around the community and the other runners that, you're going to work a little harder, try a little bit more. And honestly, I might have had a smile the whole run, just being out there again.
So how did you do?
Oh, I did. Okay. So I did, like I said, I did just fine. And here's the thing here's the challenge, like when you don't race, like for time. So back in my day,
Right.
when I used to do a lot of racing, my goal was to be, as high as I could get in my age group. I never was going to win the race, but how high can I get in my age group? And
Okay.
so that was my race days. So my goals now for racing are to find a place that I can hold and feel really good. So I'm running, I'm racing, if you will. I'm running faster than I do normally my training runs, but I'm certainly not trying to go all out. And so
Right.
here's an interesting thing and this is why by the way, a lot of elite runners, when they retire, they just don't run anymore. I still love running just for running without having to race. And that took me a little while, but once you're there, it's really fun. So I really did. I had a very enjoyable race, just hanging out. It was like I ran between 8:30, 9-minute miles and really hilly. So I got to play on the hills, which I call it, and just had a really nice run. And this year I updated the training plans for the RunRX membership. So I actually used our new 10K training plan. It's a 15K run. And it was great. I mean, never once did I feel like I didn't train enough or any of that. And what's fun is we had someone else follow the 10K plan, and he used it to get a personal record, and he got a 2-minute PR in his 10K. So that's
Wow.
kind of the fun too of our plans, right? Is they can be for I want to win or PR, or I just want to have a good race. One of the other things that I really had noticed, especially because I haven't, again, guys, if you haven't been out on a road race in a while, it is where I run, where I live, there's almost no runners. If I see 2 runners, it's amazing. Like I really live in a small town, not a lot of runners. So then to go be with, I think there was over 5,000 runners in this race. And just to be with that many people, it's been a little while. And so as a running coach, it's a challenge for me to not just look at how people are running.
That's what my question was going to be, is how was it? When I kind of asked you like how to go, I meant more like, how was it to be like surrounded by all these people and not wanting to go, stop. Here, let me show you.
Right.
Here, wait. Up.
Well, you know what? It's fascinating. I love, part of being a running coach is, right, you love running. You love helping people get better in running. and just, being around runners was just such a high for me yesterday. My challenge with runners is I really want to help you so much be more efficient. And what I see so much is the effort, the struggle in the effort.
Right.
And this is a challenge because if someone, first of all, for people that are out running, we have like these, and Carol and I love to talk about this, the different levels of why we run or why we sign up for runs. For some people, it's literally the social aspect of it. For other people, they maybe like the fundraising. For other people, it's to race and win, right? So there's a lot of different reasons why we're all out there, but you kind of hope that you're out there because you like running, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, you hope so. And I think that a lot of people, unfortunately, I know this, they don't really know how to run or run really efficiently. And that's such a taboo topic. And I know that after 22 years, I'm still shocked that people think it's taboo, by the way, but it's the efficiency of your movement. And so that's what I want to do. I so badly want to just be like, can I just show you something real quick?
Yeah.
And, and on the other end, guys, like there's so many people out there that are doing just fine, right? They're out there, they're having a great run. But think about it. If I'm out there with 5,000 people, you can pretty much bet several thousand are struggling.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
and I told Caroline, once you finish the run, what's the funnest part? Standing there and cheering on the other runners, right?
Yeah.
And especially, all of us love seeing these people like just, I'm gonna make it through that. I'm gonna grit through. I'm gonna go for it. And part of you is thinking, well, not that that's not inspiring, but wouldn't you feel better going for it, feeling better, like running for it? Like I saw a lot of people when they'd get to a hill, they would just start walking, immediately, like, oh my gosh, there's a hill. Or you'd see them think, I'm going to try to get up this hill. And they'd just be moving their arms and legs and going nowhere,
Yeah.
And, it's, I just feel like there's a lot of people's potential out there that they don't realize they have. And,
Right.
and nothing. And again, not that I'm always apologizing. I love everyone out there, like everyone should get out there. I love all that. I just feel though that so many people are out there suffering needlessly, like you
Right.
can see they're taped. I saw tape everywhere. You see the people taped up or I saw people stop and try to stretch out something. One guy had pulled his hamstring. You see these things as the race goes on, as people are taking longer and longer to finish. And that's really where we come in to help, is to say, hey man, you already have the want to, you have the
Right.
grit and all that. Let's just help you move a little better. And, you see all the shoes out there. So people are willing to, it's amazing how many of those racing shoes I'm seeing,
Really?
the carbon plated, they're for
Yeah.
elite racers, and people are wearing them that are not elite racers and hoping it's going to help. So that's,
Yeah.
like we know that people want to feel better running.
Right. Well, like you said, we know why they're out there, and it's because they want to enjoy running, right? They want to enjoy the race or do what they're doing. And then at the same time, they want to they have a why to maybe lose weight or to be more healthy, or they used to run when they were kids. So at the end of the day, we really want them to be able to have the best experience running so that it's not this drudgery. It's not this, ugh, I hate running, because we know that you wouldn't be doing it if you really hated running.
Right. But I think what's hard for me too, it's like, and I've said this before, there can be a real social aspect to running. But guys, when you
Right.
sign up for a race, run by yourself. There's other people with you. You are part of a really big group. But I see a lot of people almost talk themselves into running slower. Like, oh,
Yeah.
let's walk this hill. And then they all collectively go, okay. Or I think or I'm, like you start holding back if someone's struggling, or, like it's not your race anymore. It really
Right.
needs to be your run.
And you
And I
paid
think,
for that, and let that be your challenge. Let that be your testimony or your test of how you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how much more you can get into the run when it's just you. Turn off your headphones.
Yeah.
That's the thing with racing. It's not supposed to be allowed, but a lot of people wear headphones. And I was laughing because there was at one point in the race, pretty early on, there were these two ladies talking. And I was like, oh, no, no. I did not, and this is, guys, I hope this doesn't sound terrible, but I'm really into, when I run, focusing on my breathing, where I am in the race. And I have talked to run before. I'm guilty, especially back in the old days. But as I get older and I'm really more into just what running is about, when you race, I'm telling you, people don't want to hear you talk.
Yeah.
And the woman was telling the other woman, like, about her other runs and the next run she was going to do. And I'm thinking, you haven't even run this run yet,
Yeah.
and you're talking about another run. And of course, anyway, I don't know the rest of the story because I left, but I like to be around people that you can tell they're breathing hard, they're focused, because running's cardio. So there should be breathing, there should be struggle. And I love you can do it, and I do that. If I'm going up a hill and struggling and someone's near me, I'll be like, come on, we got this. Like, that's all great stuff. But I'm telling you, I just think it's a real different experience to run your own run in a race.
I think that's a great way to end this. Thank you guys for joining us on this podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, I hope you'll give us a 5-star review and share this with your friends. We post every Friday, and then I give you a little tough love every Tuesday, just talking about the mindset of running. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining us on the RunRX Podcast. If you'd like to know more, join us at www.runrx.fit. And if you have additional questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, email us at support@runrx.fit.